Our bodies are pretty amazing, aren't they? We can dance, sing and dream, but did you know that inside each of us girls is a system so complex and powerful it has the ability to create life? That's right, I'm talking about the female reproductive system. It's a journey of wonder, full of twists and turns. And understanding it can empower us to take charge of our health and well-being. Think of it as a team effort, with different organs working together. We've got the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, the uterus and the vagina, each playing a vital role. And then there are the breasts, ready to nourish a newborn. It's a system designed with one incredible purpose: to create and support a new life. But before we dive into the specifics, let's remember that everyone's body is different. Just like our personalities, our reproductive systems are unique. What's normal for one person might not be the same for another, and that's perfectly okay. This journey of discovery is about understanding the basics, appreciating the power within us, and knowing that knowledge is power. So let's take a trip together, shall we? Let's explore the marvelous world of the female reproductive system. Let's start our journey with the ovaries, two small, almond-shaped organs located on either side of the uterus. Don't let their size fool you. These tiny powerhouses are responsible for some pretty big things. First and foremost, they house the eggs, or ova, that are needed for reproduction. Think of each egg as a tiny seed holding the potential for life. You're born with all the eggs you'll ever have, millions of them. But don't worry, only a small fraction of them will ever mature and have the chance to become a baby. The ovaries are also hormone factories, producing estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen is like the body's cheerleader, helping develop breasts and getting you ready for your period. Progesterone is more of a planner, preparing the uterus for pregnancy and making sure everything is ready if an egg gets fertilized. These hormones are like messengers, traveling through the bloodstream and telling different parts of the body what to do. They're responsible for the changes we go through during puberty, like developing breasts and getting our periods. They also play a crucial role in regulating the menstrual cycle, which we'll talk about later. Now, let's imagine a tiny egg being released from the ovary. Where does it go? That's where the fallopian tubes come in, acting like a slide that carries the egg from the ovary to the uterus. These thin tubes have tiny hair-like structures called cilia that gently sweep the egg along. It's like a gentle current, guiding the egg towards its destination. If sperm are present, this is where fertilization happens, usually in the upper part of the fallopian tube. Next stop, the uterus. This pear-shaped organ, also known as the womb, is where a fertilized egg implants and grows into a baby. The uterus has thick muscular walls that can expand to accommodate a growing fetus. Think of it as a cozy, protective home for a developing baby. The lining of the uterus, called the endometrium, is rich in blood vessels and nutrients, providing everything a growing baby needs. If an egg isn't fertilized, the endometrium sheds during menstruation, which we'll discuss in detail later. Our bodies are incredible, constantly changing and adapting. One of the most fascinating aspects of the female reproductive system is the menstrual cycle, a monthly hormonal roller coaster that prepares our bodies for the possibility of pregnancy. It's a cycle of growth, renewal, and release. It all starts in the brain with the hypothalamus and pituitary glands sending signals to the ovaries. These signals trigger the ovaries to produce estrogen, which stimulates the lining of the uterus to thicken in preparation for a fertilized egg. Around day 14 of the cycle, one lucky egg bursts from an ovary in a process called ovulation. Now the egg is ready and waiting in the fallopian tube, hoping to meet a sperm and begin the journey of life. Meanwhile, the ovaries start producing progesterone, which helps maintain the uterine lining, making it thick and cozy for a potential fertilized egg. If fertilization doesn't occur, hormone levels drop, signaling the uterus to shed its lining. This shedding of the uterine lining is what we know as menstruation, or a period. It's a natural and healthy part of being female, marking the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. The menstrual cycle can vary in length, but on average, it lasts about 28 days. Understanding the menstrual cycle can help us feel more connected to our bodies, allowing us to anticipate changes and take care of ourselves with greater awareness.